That was oddly specific.
I made a local recording, so you know what? Let's play some ogres versus more orcs.
Or orcs.
Well, the team name is Oh No More Orcs.
Someone's been real inventive here. Okay, so
Zork,
this is
Nork, wow, rude, Bjork, and Spork.
I hope Bjork does well.
seems like we've only played Bashy tonight.
And Antagon is playing against you. Antagon is in the stream chat, and they're muting the stream. Thanks. Thanks.
Well, you can't hear you saying thanks.
Thanks, Antagon. Thantagon.
Phantagon.
It's the best. It's my favorite joke ever.
It's really good.
What do you do when all the fizzy poppers run out?
You say Phantagon.
You tell your mum the Fanta's gone. Came up with that just then.
That's very good. Very good on the fly joke.
It's terrible.
You do better. You make a better joke with Antagon's name.
Why are you going to make it with Antagon's name?
Because that's the limitation. It's not a terrible. That's really rude.
It's okay. You can't hear me.
He will hear you.
Okay, let's have a look at what we got.
YouTube.com/cKnoor.
we got the ogre achiever, the block break tackle guy.
Yeah.
Ogre 9000 nothing, guard juggernaut, and block guard maximum ogre drive. I'm pretty sure the ogre achiever is our ball carrier because break tackle. Do you have anything on the snotlings? One diving tackle. Maybe I should double check and see how many snotlings we have.
I thought it was going to be like a Lemmings reference. There's going to be some.
I guess we have one. We have one spare spare snotling. This might end badly.
Saturday says don't click your ogres because if one of them ogres disappears.
Yeah, but I've clicked this dude's afterwards, so it should be fine. Thursday, come on.
She's in a fighting mood.
No, it's really nice that she's not like hiding under the sofa anymore. It's more that I'm like I can't play with you right now. Don't
wear yourself out.
You're making me feel bad.
No, she's having a good time playing by herself. You just don't want her to get bored before you're done.
Yeah.
Because if she wears herself out in like the next hour and she's like, no, I don't want to play anymore.
I've had enough.
You know what you could do?
What?
You get a really big bowl and designate that as the quiet time. You put her in it and then she's quiet.
No, I'm not putting my cat in a bowl, Ethan.
She wants to be in a big bowl.
We talked about this.
Like, Ethan, I think you're projecting.
Cats like being in big bowls.
She wants to be in a big bowl or a big cup.
That's why cats sit in sinks, because they like being in big bowls.
Exactly.
cKnoor, did you actually make one of your ogres disappear?
No.
You only got 5?
Yeah.
Why?
So you can count them on one hand?
Well, some people count 6 on one hand.
I was going to say something, but I decided I probably shouldn't say it. Because I think it would have been crossing a line.
Hang on, how many
It's the first time for everything.
5.
The first time I showed restraint on Friday Night Blood Bowl.
Okay, so I have 12 players on the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I don't think I'm allowed that.
Snotlings, referee can't tell. Just stick one dude off in the corner somewhere, like that other guy did when this happened.
Yeah,
before,
I've never had it where they actually let me put all of them on the pitch.
You should tell him that it's giving you 12,
what?
so you stick one dude in the corner.
Fuck. Yeah.
Nice riot.
No, that's perfectly legal. Snotlings are allowed to have.
It used to be.
Not anymore.
Yeah, cyanide. They're old school.
IB, hold out both your hands with all your fingers up.
Okay.
And now on one hand, count backwards from 10.
Don't like where this is going.
Just do it. What's the worst that can happen?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
No, on one hand, so you get to 6.
Yeah, I'm counting twice.
So you get 6.
Yeah, and then I count again.
No, and then you add 5 because that's how many is left on the other hand.
Okay.
How many is that?
How many fingers?
How many fingers?
What number did you get?
When I counted down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Plus
So
5.
the 5 over here and the 5 over here.
No, you got 6 and 5.
But I haven't gone down to the 5.
No, you got 6.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what we asked you to do.
Yeah,
What's
but
5 IB?
it's 11.
Fucked up.
It's not because I've counted 5.
Yeah!
I haven't gone to the
It's
5.
11 IB. You can't say it's not.
I can't say 6 and 5 is not 11. Correct. I agree with that.
You could say it, but you'd be very wrong.
Ogre 9000 for some reason picked it up.
Technically, I guess in a base other than 10, it might be something.
The reason people might be wondering why I rerolled the bonehead here, and it's because I didn't need the ogre to pick it up, but I needed to have an ogre next to the bowl because these guys over here can, if they want to, almost make it. Like they're pretty close, and I don't want them to be down here with just snotlings. Because if I have an ogre, at least I can clear things up. Safe. Unfortunately, like, it's very nice that most of his dudes got knocked down, but my ogre, the rainbow, the guard ogre, the best ogre, couldn't even deal. And unfortunately, all my dudes are kind of stuck in the middle now, which I don't really like. But we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a slow waddle up the side, probably. Now that we're at least holding it. And it's nice that they're committing this much to actually go for the ogres. I don't mind that. Because my snotlings are going to get knocked out. Which I don't want. Oh! Skull. Okay. Let's get a move on. Let's see if we can... you can stand up. And so can you, hopefully. Yeah, look at that. Nice. And we'll put that snotling over there. Stand all of these guys up. I think, yeah. It's kinda worth it. No, I'm gonna... I'm debating whether I should use the ogre for blitz here. And I think this is the best option. No, I don't want to reroll that. And go stand over there, something. Yeah. So my my one really good ogre refuses to do anything. But someday,
playing ogres.
Yeah, someday.
Technically, really good ogre is an oxy.
I like how you started that sentence really short and ended it with quite a big dose of uncertainty.
No, he's got conviction. He's tired because he was meant to be in bed 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Jesus.
2 hours ago?
Christ, Davey.
Ugh.
I said he had to go be in bed in an hour, and that was at 9:07, and now it's 12 o'clock.
Wow. I can't believe you're still up.
We should play some Dominion.
No, you can't play Dominion when you're tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I get all my best strategies.
I don't think that's true.
when I did
This
the
is the star
villages.
player, by the way. Money for Snotling.
Money for Snotling.
That's such a good name.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Money for Snotling. Diving tackle. I think we used to have one more, but that one died. And I assume the reason...
With the name for this team that we outdid ourselves.
What?
Ogre.
Yeah.
What?
We really went ogre the top with it.
No, I would never say that. I've got some morals.
Well, you wouldn't. Because you were an ogre.
He's not an ogre. But he does have layers.
He's an onion.
He's not an onion.
Hmm.
This has properties in common with an onion.
I make you cry.
Yeah, you got layers that make me cry. And I love you.
Okay, Orcs, let's see what you're gonna do. I think the problem is that it's really hard to deal with these ogres. Because there's not that much... Like, all of it... He does have guard, but it's all on the blitzers, I think. Oh, wow. A dodging lineman. Well, that's no good. Here. Yeah! Snotling staying in. Best of Snotling. It's too good. It's too good. Oh, that's very nice. Gonna punch that guy now. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? What do we have? These are like... Oh, I have blocked it. That's good. That's not as good. Okay. Let's block that guy. No, I don't want to reroll. I lost my guard, but that's okay. Let's get... No, I don't want to reroll that, unfortunately. I can't afford to. So I want to do this. I want to run over here. Go, go, go!
Boop, 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 boop.
Not good enough.
Bada bing. Bada boom.
Gonna block this black orc over here because he's he doesn't have block. But apparently today not allowed to do any of the cool stuff I want to do. But that's ogres. Yeah. Suck it, Blitzer. Oh, right. He's lost his tackle zone. Yeah, so... Ogres? Not a good team. Had I been playing Ogres in 42nd Blood Bowl, I would not be doing as well as I am right now.
Yeah, you'd be... So
well, it's... over there.
I'd say probably 7th.
No.
You think I'm being too generous?
No.
You really think you could win with ogres?
Yes, I do. I don't think I'd win much, but I can definitely tie with ogres in 40 seconds as long as I hold on to the ball, because they're really difficult to score with, but also if I hold on to the ball, it's going to be hard to get it off me. Like, even now, he had a lineman on me, and he has strength 4 players, but I don't think he's going to He might actually. He might try and blitz in with a troll.
He has to commit a lot, and he has to make sure there's no snotlings around messing it up.
Yeah. Like, it's not like I'm basically stuck until I get a turn where I don't roll a lot of boneheads. But at least now my Ogre Achiever is up. That's not what you want to roll. That's what you like to see, though, for me. And I'm trying to keep track of the turn over here because I have 5 rerolls, so I'm gonna start using them now for boneheads and stuff like that as well. Let's see over here. Well, that's the first snotling out. That's still, I think it's the first one out. Where are they? Okay, it hasn't shown up yet. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Over there. Yeah, so this is still okay, and that's another one out. Luckily, snotlings are not as needed as, say,
an ogre
or a thrall. Yes.
Imagine if an ogre did have to eat a snotling. Messed up.
Nice if you could have 16 snotlings on the pitch at once, and the ogres did have to eat. Straight up eat them.
That used to be for the snotling team. At one point, that was how they worked. That you could put on more than 11 players, and you had to roll a die to see if the referee noticed because they all looked the same.
It's true.
And then you
Tom
could do
was the referee.
Yeah, he was. And then you could do weird stuff like put more than one snotling in a square to make them stronger. And it was neat and weird.
And then they got rid of it.
And then they got rid of it.
Well, that was not good. I'm gonna be stuck here forever.
I'll say.
Blocking people back and forth. Let's see. Do I want to run back with this guy? Not really. But I guess I kind of have to, because if he gets a guard guy in here, which he can now, I need to move back one. Oh, right, and he was fucking bonehead too, so I did the right thing. Run and hide behind the snotlings. It's not something you want to do, but
yeah, I get it.
I'm gonna have to, like, it's nice that Ogre 9000 managed to grab it, but he can't do anything with it. There are too many orcs around. He somehow has to get it to the Ogre Achiever. And that was, I shouldn't have blocked here. I should have just let the Blitzer, I shouldn't have blocked the back rookie there. I should have just stood around. Because this guy was just stopping everyone from moving in here because of diving tackle. Well, not moving in, but moving through. So probably he's going to have to do, like, a sick play at some point. The question
or
is
just you know, waste time until you don't score and then just...
Well, yeah, like, I need to, that's the thing. Like, had it been any other team, I could have waited longer, and now I have to do things like now because they're so slow. Or just hold on to the ball. I need to get some... How are we looking? Have I... No, I haven't knocked anyone out. If I manage to knock a few of them out, unfortunately they're orcs, so they're armor value 9. doesn't really... Even though I get blocks every turn, I don't have... Like, I think I've got... Yeah, I've got two blocks and 1 Juggernaut, and that's not really enough here, unfortunately, because there's so much block on the Orc team. On the plus side, they should have a real problem getting the Ogres off the pitch. Ah. That's a shame. Yeah, so now I need to, well, I have 2 Snotlings left. So you like, this is... yes. I need to use my rerolls to stand up. Because I need to stand up. Do you have guard? No, you don't. Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That means I can do this. Well, that was a bit shit, but... Because now this guy is unfortunately in so many tackle zones, it's not even funny. Well, I guess it's kind of funny.
He is in the wrong part of town.
Yeah. Okay. No, before we do that, let's... No, don't run through everything. Run over here. I need to have 1 Snotling that's like... Well... it's... At least in a position where he kind of... Like, does things. Don't want to follow up. Want to run over here. Unfortunately... like I said, I don't... Hey! Well... Like I don't have anyone else, do I? Oh, right, because I've got that guy down there. Wait, I do have a spare Snotling. 1 extra. I could sneak him in, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so... the things that are looking bad is, unfortunately, this my good ogre might very well get surfed now. Oh, or they're gonna knock him down. Okay. Ah, and he got stunned. That's a shame. But, like, all the blitzers are actually on the wrong side of everything. Which is nice, in a way. I don't think I'll make it out, though. But, like, I have... They're all here. Which is good. Unfortunately, there are a lot of Black Orcs and Blitzers here that can one-die block these guys if they want to. They can probably do more once they get some assists. Yeah. Ogres! I don't really understand my reasoning for going like, let's play Ogres last. That'll be fun. Oh no, what happened to him?
You didn't say it'd be fun. You said you'd rage.
Yeah.
The reason you don't remember your reasoning is because there was none.
Right. Now I remember. It
was not the decision a reasonable man would make.
No, it was not.
I'm tired and I want to play with my cat.
I think it's... And I think it's one of them things where, like... where you forget how horrible teams are. After a while. Especially when you... Like... Ogres are... Oh, why did you... Ogres are excellent if you are... you know, playing against another a bit shitty team, but this is a bashy built orc team, so you don't really stand much of a chance. That said, it's still 0-0, and I'm fine, so, you know.
I don't think I agree with the fact that ogres are good against someone who's also a bit shit. I'd say ogres are one of the worst teams.
Ogres are one of the worst, but you can play them again. They are effectively at their worst against another high armor value bashy team, or a high agility team. So actually, no, they're actually worse against... I'd say they're probably worst against orcs, because their strength doesn't give them an advantage, and orcs have enough block from the get-go that they can take care of the snotlings.
Yeah, they just crush them. They just crush them.
Okay, so that means we're going to do cool dodges this turn, because we have to.
Like Black Orcs.
Well, we don't have to, but I want to, because I want to.
Black Orcs are totally free.
Oh, there we go.
Street Dive Orcs.
Holy shit, he killed a dude.
Yay.
Rip Fork, he died as he lived. Near a knife.
Yep.
Nah, he's fine.
That's 2 die. Okay. Let's go over here.
Ragnarok asked if we would still play Blood Bowl if we only rolled 6s. I would probably play something where I could make money if I only rolled 6s.
Yeah. Okay, this is a 4+ dodge. Let's have a go at it. No! Well... It says 5+, but you get a +1 on dodging, so that's why it's a 4+.
Mm-hmm. When you dodge not into a tackle zone, +1.
But we rolled a 3 and a 2, so it didn't work out for us, unfortunately. But yeah, like, that was... I probably could have stood still and, you know, got not scored, but that's no fun. Like, I say this a few times, but I like to play to win. There's no... Like, I don't... I feel good when I tie if I'm being beaten down into, like, a pulp and I still tie against, like, a bashy, like, Murder Chaos or something. Then I feel good about tying, but usually tying is just not... It's equally
not winning.
It's not winning. And you want to win. And to win, you need to make place.
Did you know that ogres aren't a good team for winning?
Yes, yes. They're supposed to win like 30% of the games. Where's the thrower? He's over there. Yeah.
That seems awfully high.
Nah, like that's
no, it's
like
not.
that's just how success. Like that's just like block dice averages.
Yeah, you're severely underestimating how
30%.
No, and how good they actually are at some things. That is the what?
You're the whiner.
Oh, he's gonna. No, that's not. Okay, that is just far enough. Oh, and I can't get out. Well, I can kind of get out of it. I could have gotten out of it better had break tackle worked properly, but it doesn't. So.
Welcome to hell.
Okay, it's time for the sick place.
Fuck up.
No. You need
Face Hunter 66 says you should use the throw teammate more often.
No. Don't be silly.
Just throw a snarling right at the ball carrier and injure them both.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Throw teammate is fun. It's not going to win you any games ever. However, I am going to throw one now.
You say that, but one-turn touchdown.
Yeah. And one-turn touchdown will never, ever win you a game if that's your main strategy. It's gonna... Snake Eyes. It's gonna make you tie a game, or if someone tied and you have one turn, then yeah, it's gonna win you a game. But you're never gonna win games if that's your main strategy for scoring, because it's not reliable enough, and you're also gonna hurt your good players.
Nah, you don't have any good players.
I'm talking in general, Ivy.
I remember when that halfling team won by throwing the guy.
Yeah.
I think the 2 touchdowns they scored were both 1-turn touchdowns.
I rolled a lot of ones there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at them.
I don't like it when Nuffle don't let me do the cool plays. What I wanted to do was run the diving tackle player over and then have this ogre throw him. He probably wouldn't have made it all the way, and he definitely wouldn't have made it next to this blitzer, but he would have been in a better position than he is now. But we still have the Ogre Achiever. Can't deal with the Ogre Achiever. The Ogre Achiever's too good.
Yeah, he's ogre achieving.
Yeah, see? Well, that's not the Ogre Achiever, but that's the Snotling just, you know, dealing. Granted, he just got knocked down, but that's the reroll. So now this guy doesn't have dodge. So if he tries to dodge out, he's probably going to blitz here, yeah. And this is still a dodge. I mean, it's a 3+ dodge, so it's likely to work. Oh. That's... No, and I'm out of rerolls. Well, that's better. That means I can go blitz this guy next turn. Hopefully, it's a... well, it's a 2+ and then a 4+, and then... so it's probably not enough. This is into 4 tackle zones, which even with 5 agility, I'm not going to be able to make. But I might be able to make this. Now, go! You're the Ogre Achiever. You can do this. No, you couldn't. He almost not did it. He... Yep. Okay, so... The annoying bit is that he would have made it if Break Tackle had worked as intended, because I rolled a 6 on the first dodge, which Sinai decided to apply Break Tackle to. Now, then it would have been a GFI to actually hit him, so, like, I'm not, like, it doesn't mean, oh no, I missed the block, blitz, but, yeah, had that been, you know, proper Blood Bowl, it would have worked. And when those things happen, that kind of sucks. Yeah, he didn't even overestimate his skill. He did the exact opposite. I guess he estimated the what he thought was the game's ability to recognize that he had skills. Let's see. Oh, fucking... he had a freaking Snotling in the back. Oh well. Back up. I've played some of the custom stunty teams on Fumble before when they had like before the latest update of the client. I'm not a fan of stunty. I don't like stunty teams.
They just seem kind of gimmicky to me.
It's more that, like, yeah, they're gimmicky, and also... There's the diving tackle. A lot of it is, there's less skill involved, or, like, there's less strategy, rather, not skill. But there's less strategy involved, and I like I like the strategy aspect of it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with liking stunty. It's just not for me. It's not the way I play Blood Bowl. The way break tackle is supposed to work is that you apply it after you've rolled the dodge, which means that if you roll enough that you don't have to use break tackle, so if you roll a 6, you can decide not to use it. So it works the same way as every other skill in Blood Bowl, except for like specific skills like stab, for example. But like every other reroll works the same way. Do you want to use a reroll on this roll or not? I mean, you could, in theory, if you wanted to, reroll a successful roll into a failed one if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But that's how it works. It's not how... For some reason, like, and most of the skills in Blood Bowl Chaos Edition works like that. Break Tackle is one of the few that doesn't. And I have no clue why.
I know why.
Because
Go on.
cyanide?
Yeah.
Break Tackle is not a reroll. However, I'm talking to Thorman Search. If he'd actually read the rules, he'd know that you're allowed to use skills after every roll. It's specifically stated in the rules. It's not stated on Break Tackle, but it's stated in the skills section. Ooh, that's bad for me, but it's also bad for... Actually, it's worse for him, because he's got Loner. I don't. So he might not want to use a reroll here. Nope. Now, let's see here. Where's my Ogre Achiever? Oh, that's the Ogre Achiever. Okay. Okay, let's do a dumb play. So what my plan is, since I can't get over there, my Snotlings can't actually reach, I'm gonna use this this Ogre to run over here and blitz this Black Orc off. Then I can move Ogre the Rainbow to pick up this Snotling and shuck him down the field. So we'll see how that works. Hey, it's working okay so far. I now have to remember how to do this. You go over there, pick that guy up. And throw him over there. Go! Go! Throw that guy! Yeah, reroll. No! Damn it! Aww. That's a shame. I really... I was so pleased that he actually threw it down. I'm a bit bummed out that it didn't work. Okay, you go over here as more Snotling ammo, I guess. And... No, he actually gets to stay there. Would a full Titchy strength for agility 14 be broken? Well, Titchy, like... I don't understand.
What? Who asked what?
Someone asked if a Titchy strength for agility 14 would be broken and yes.
No, if each of the players costs 200k.
Like, yeah, but... Like, I honestly, like... I find niche teams a bit like when it comes to stat line, niche teams are. I think that's part of why I don't think ogres are fun too. Other than them, like they are so bound to dice in a way that, like even vampires aren't. They're not like. It's fine with lizardmen, I guess, but once the stat line changes too much for a team, I don't like it when the when the positionals have two. Let's say two specific positions. Like it doesn't make it fun when you know, okay, this is going to be the ball carrier and this is going to be whoever blocking.
So you don't like lizards?
That's one of the reasons why lizards aren't my favorite teams and why I'm pretty bad at playing them. It's because they let's go backwards.
They're too predefined.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no. Well, he got badly hurt. Who cares? Unfortunately, we are a long way from the ball, and we kind of have to. We need to, since we're down one. That's probably going to keep happening. We need to.
That
threaten.
poor snotling.
Yeah.
I went away. I come back. It's just a snotling getting smashed.
If you'd been here all along, this wouldn't have happened, Ethan.
No, I would have.
Yeah, I probably would have. Hey, that blitzer. We can run up to that blitzer. Oh, and he fell down. That's even better. Now the Ogre Achiever's back in the mix. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, he is. Let's see. No, unfortunately, he can't follow up because the Ogre Achiever has to get there. Go activate yourself. I guess. No, I can't unfortunately reroll you. Because I need to run away with the Ogre Achiever and he needs to pick this up. If ogres didn't have Bonehead, they'd be like Kemri.
I'm gonna slurp my tea right now.
No!
Oh, sorry.
All of my 75% chances of doing stuff is not working out. 75% of the time.
What are the chances? By the way, don't actually figure that out.
Someone's gonna, you know they will.
I hope they don't. I'm gonna change my trousers because these ones are all itchy.
Let's be that itching powder button.
I don't think Stab.
Damn it, IB.
I don't think Stab should get SBP. I think it should also be noted that there was a time when fouls did give SBP, and all it does it creates fouling like teams, just as there are like murder chaos, and those teams aren't very fun.
You say that, but killing people is fun.
No, it's not. Well, the thing is, this is no. I think people need to realize that Blood Bowl was created to be like a tournament game that you played a set number of matches, you dudes got better, and then maybe you did another season. And in those instances, it's actually important to winning. I mean, it's important to win, and I guess it's always important to win. But it meant that like most murder teams aren't actually good at winning. They are very luck based in that they need to get the right results and they need to roll high enough that they knock people out, and you knock them hard enough that they don't come back. And that's you can't do that as reliably as they do a 2-turn play with a pro elf team or whatever. So they're not good at winning because they don't have any ball handling skills. And the same goes with like fouling teams, because if you want to be good at fouling, you have to be so concentrated with your players around a player, and that doesn't really work either. So when you take the tournament idea out of it, that makes killing teams much better because you don't have to worry about winning as much. They just have to worry about surviving. And at that point, you're basically just playing to wreck other teams. Like, which isn't really... Like, your team should be able to handle someone trying to wreck them. But it shouldn't be as valuable a tactic as it is. Wow, holy crap, that guy got really hurt. Good for me. And now I'm going to try and pick this ball up.
So would you reduce the SPP from causing an injury?
No, I wouldn't either. I'm not a game designer. I play a lot of games. I don't have a good solution for how to fix like the problem. I know that I've read a few that I like that you can only, for example, use hang on, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Like if you use piling on, you can't use cKnoor Mighty Blow again on the result, stuff like that. And that seems like a good idea to me. Oh, he picked it up. How nice of him. And now we go over here. And then we go over here. Oh, break tackle.
Do you think the fact that you're an elf coach sort of makes you biased?
No, because I realize that part of the game is, is of course, like it should be a valid tactic to knock the other player out, but when you have teams that are good at just one thing, that makes the game, at least to me, a bit more boring, and I think Blood Bowl deserves better. It's the same way, like building a pro elf team where you don't have anyone that can actually like block or blitz. They're gonna lose they're gonna lose equally often because you need to get to the ball. You need to have like stuff like strip ball, but there needs to be some kind of balance, I guess. And that's why, like, not getting SPP for stabbing and fouling, which is what we talked about originally, is one of those balances that have entered the game that weren't there from the get-go. Like, another one that has come back in is the fact that when I started playing, if you surfed someone and they got injured, the apothecary couldn't find them, so you couldn't actually apo players that that got surfed. Which is
why you enjoyed surfing.
I mean, it makes great sense in the fluff, but it's not super fun when it happens to you. And this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he should be able to get a 2-dab block on me here with the SD splitzers if he does a GFI. But I mean, basically, I don't think awarding out SPP for stuff is never a good solution for, well, anything. Because it doesn't solve the problem I had. All that does anyways is give someone, like, more skills easier. And I like the idea that the Dark Elf Assassin, the Hastab, that one of the problems with running running such a player, you have to make the choice. Okay, what do I? Yes.
He essentially succeeds at a block.
Yeah. But I mean, I like.
For free.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea that I have to make a choice as a coach. Okay, what do I want to do with this player? What's the plan here?
Do I want to take a guy out?
Yeah.
Or do I want to get him some SPP?
Yeah. And the same with skills. Do I want someone that's probably better at stabbing and get lucky and hopefully roll a double and get mighty block, or do I want to? He has mighty shadowing. Block. Do I want to get something like diving tackle? Like, I like that there's a choice to make, and I think that's partly why I also am kind of less inclined for the murder teams. The fact that they're pretty easy to build for what they are.
You really need to get Mighty Block out of your head. You're gonna pick it again.
It's the best skill in the game.
Yeah.
Also, and like you get the most SPP for scoring, because scoring wins you games.
Yeah.
Very directly. If you score more than the other guy, you win.
Hang on, what's going on here? No, there's guard, isn't there?
Like 3 casualties equal to 2 touchdowns
Check this out.
in SPP, but one of those dudes has got 2 touchdowns and has won the game, and the other is down 3 players. I guess it's just nah.
Don't you dare fucking bonehead on me, Ogre Achievers. You're gonna run this in for the tie. That's what you're gonna do.
SPP from scoring is reliable. You can do it. All you gotta do is have a dude hold the ball and get over the line. SPP from causing casualties is not reliable, which is why
Damn it, that's really
often
bad.
have a problem leveling up, and the Black Orcs take a while, and all that jazz. Like flesh golems and mummies. Like flesh golems and mummies, like particularly mummies, are balanced by the fact they're really slow and they will never score unless something goes horribly wrong. Because they're incredible.
Yes, I should mention, the reason I decided to dodge out here is because this Black Orc can't reach the Ogre. But since this guy boneheaded, had I been smart, I would have... Actually, no. I actually had to block this Blitzer because otherwise the Troll would have blocked him and gotten 2 dice. But now he doesn't have a tackle zone. So... these guys can just run up and blitz the Ogre Achiever, and that's not what I want. And this, the reason I dodged, though, of course, was because this Black Orc, even if I fail, this Black Orc can actually go up here. He can't reach, so... it was a... Even though I didn't have a reroll, I felt like it was worth the risk. Unfortunately, the... oh, that's a smashed hip. That Snotling's dead. Who doesn't like stabbing? Stabbing's fun.
Jesus Christ.
But it's not very effective in Blood Bowl.
Stabbing in Blood Bowl is cool.
You said, who doesn't like stabbing? Jesus Christ.
Like fouling is really disincentivized. Like, you don't get any SPP from it. Your dude might get sent off and the other dude might be fine. And it takes a lot of effort to do it.
Yep.
But in those situations where it's good to do it, it's really good to do it. It's a thing that you like. You don't even have to foul every single game.
Nope.
You might not even have to foul every 5 games. Maybe even every 10.
There we go. Failed to pick that up. Oh, where's it going? No! Bad! That's horrible.
Much like how dwarves just don't need to look at the passing section of the rulebook. You can just gloss over the fouling, like you don't need to do it most of the time.
Okay, stand up.
And Saturnal says that you can build an intercept player, like you can get him nerves of steel plus agility, catch, very long legs, pass, block, and then that dude's really good at intercept. He's not very good at much else. But you can do that if you want. You can have a dude who's really good at that thing.
I'm trying to figure.
And that's why interceptions only get you 1 SPP, because it's pretty lucky most of the time.
Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get the ball, to the ball, and it's either of these 2 ogres. I can either blitz the Black Orc, but he's got blodge, so I'm not gonna be able. Oh, yeah, okay. I think I figured it out. I figured out the way to do it now, because I need to get rid of him so he doesn't block this
just push
ogre.
him up.
So yeah, so I need to push him up this way, and he should be. There we go.
Ragnarok says, would an agi-based big guy, to say he has low strength but high agility, like 6
You mean like
agility.
elves?
But he has a ball handling based nega trait.
I'm really sad.
That's weird.
Well, like imagine a big guy who's like strength 3, agi 6. He's got no hands, so he can't even handle the ball. But he's got leap, so that's what he does. Like that's his thing that he does. That's his role on the team. He's really good at that.
Wait, hang on. I was busy thinking. What? Okay, run that past me again.
Ragnarok says, would an agi-based big guy, like, could that be a thing?
Well, there are such star players, and no one you usually don't hire them because they steal SPP from your other players. And usually it's not like you need agility to pick up the ball mostly. Like because you're not gonna dodge that much.
Yeah.
And if you are,
Ragnarok's theoretical one would be one who can only handle the ball, but you don't need 6 agility to handle the ball.
So I'm still not following what the big guy would do then.
Well, my thing was he'd have no hands, but he would have like leap.
Yeah.
So it's about positioning and setting up
So he's
assists.
about going, hey, check this shit out, and then boink.
But then he still needs like strength.
If he had like strip ball or something, then he could be like a blitzer or something, like a super blitzer that just jumps into cages. Like
He'd basically be like a super leaper. He's
a war dancer, is what you're describing.
Yeah. Or Slan. I think it's one of them things like agility and strength are not like equal opposites.
Yeah, they're not equivalent.
They do different things. And I think if you want to talk about a big guy, in that case, I think it would be more interesting personally to see one that has perhaps a really high movement.
A really fast big guy.
Yeah.
You mean like some sort of like Supersaurus?
Yeah. But also, like, make sure, give him no hands, so he can't handle the ball, so he can't do one shot.
So he is
really
just
low agility.
Yeah, so he's like a blitzing machine, and he can be anywhere on the pitch, but he can't do shit with the ball because he's an idiot.
Yeah. Leatherflesh makes the point that it does sound like a goblin pogoer.
Yeah, it does. Well, now I'm gonna have to dodge again.
I think all the big guys have at least like 4 or 5 strength.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what a big guy would look like that didn't have very much strength but did have lots of agility.
I don't think you could have a big...
Probably just a pogo. Probably a man on a pogo stick.
Just a man with a pogo stick.
Or a man riding a kangaroo. Or a frog or something.
Here we go. Oh, holy shit! Fucking dodging ogres. Pick that shit up. I said pick it up!
Says that he's surprised tackling injuries don't give SPP, like when someone dodges away from you and hurt themselves. That's because that's something the enemy did to themselves rather than you did to anything to them.
Yeah.
Is why that does it. Like someone doing a block and fucking it up, that's still your superior block power beating him. Whereas the dude just falling over his own feet. Well, if anyone should get the SPP, it's the guy who fell over because he killed himself. But a really fast... I think like a really fast big guy, like it could work on lizardmen. Make it like Pachycephalosaurus, the dinosaur that's got like the really big skull dome. Make it a dude like that who just runs really fast and headbutts people.
Dreamspawn suggested a kangaroo centaur, and I've completely fallen in love with this idea because they could be wearing boxing gloves, and that could be why they can't handle the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, he can blitz me again, but like I said, I want to win, so I had to. That's the reason I didn't follow up here, because I needed someone that was free. So he can make the option of either go base this ogre, or he can move him down for an assist and then move blitz with this guy, and have assist, boom. Okay, so he's not going to do that. That means we're going to do ogre pass play. Hopefully. Well, it's going to be difficult, but we're going to do it. Maybe.
I'm linking a thing in the Twitch chat. Like, imagine something like that on the Lizardmen team. He's just really fast.
Yeah.
And he just runs up and he just fucking headbutts a dude. Like, that's what he does. He just runs really fast and headbutts a guy. And that's all he does. He's just a really fast blitzer, but he can't do shit with the ball because he's a fucking idiot dinosaur.
Okay, so he went for... That's a bit odd. Because he could have blitzed the ogre. Now, granted, he's already up one, so maybe he doesn't care too much about.
Face Hunter says that the game needs more weather conditions.
But
I know.
Weather conditions got sun.
I can't think of many
it's
more.
Got rain. It's got regular. What do we...
Here's the thing. No one really likes weather conditions. It's one of them things. I spent the morning today thinking about how you'd set up a like some kind of format. Like since Sai and I were like, Blood Bowl 2, it's gonna be esport, and if you look at a normal 1, 2, 3, 4,
so a thing where weather's not.
Well, if you like, I like to I've thought a lot, not a lot, but I thought a bit about. Blood Bowl and esports lately, and I've kind of come to compare it to Hearthstone, in the sense that Hearthstone also has, like, not a similar luck mechanic, but there's definitely a luck mechanic when it comes to Hearthstone, because you kind of want to control what's going on, but at the same time, you, like, you don't know the order of your decks, and a bunch of stuff like that. Yes. Oh, I should have waited. Oh, well, actually, no, I shouldn't have. But
sorry.
And stuff like that. So there's definitely like a luck mechanic you have to take into account. Can I get? Oh, I can get over there. Cool.
What if?
And the weather conditions, while they're fun, it means that if you're playing an important game, they can actually, they can fuck a team over. And I like that in Blood Bowl, in that you're never safe, even if you're like, we're a really fast Elfie team versus Khemri, we're just gonna steal the ball over and over again, and like,
then suddenly it's sunny and you can't do shit, or it's snowy and you can't do shit.
But at the same time, if you want to have if you want to make the game a bit like fairer. Let's see. What do you have? You do not have diving tackle. We're gonna go over here.
This might just be me, and I haven't thought about this very much, so bear with me on this. But I don't think something that's got so much random. Shut up.
It's something that's got so many dice rolls would make a good esport.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like Dota has got a few in, but they aren't overwhelming.
No, I'm saying that's why I'm saying I think I think people take the word like esport too seriously. I think you can definitely have an esport of a game that's not skill based, because there already are a bunch. Like poker is the same way. Poker is entirely luck based, but it's not perceived as luck based because you're playing the cards. Granted,
also
Blood Bowl is definitely not the same thing, but it doesn't, just because something is luck based.
Also, an average game of poker lasts about 3 minutes as
well.
Yeah,
no, but that is definitely fair. But if you wanted to do something for Blood Bowl, you'd have to try and even the luck somehow, and I think you have to do that by playing more games with different teams.
Poker isn't completely luck based. There is some skill.
Yeah, but it's
it's
all based on which cards are drawn.
Yeah, it's all about. No, it's the same. It's the same.
Reading your opponents.
It's the same thing as any other game like that. You have to handle your luck.
Yeah, poker is a game of managing probabilities.
Yeah,
that's the game.
And I mean, Blood Bowl has it's too easy to both succeed and fail. So you can't really. There's still, like, to be good at Blood Bowl, you actually have to know what's more or less likely to happen, and you're at the same time you actually have to know what you think your opponent's going to do.
Yeah. And as far as games with random elements go into, I think something like Team Fortress 2 is much more fun to watch if you're like in the TF2 lobby, where it seems as 6v6, random crits taken off, and restricted team limits.
No!
So,
Shitty ogre.
Yeah, fuck that ogre.
I agree with Flipperflesh.
Check this out. I bet you I'm gonna make all of the rest of them. I'm gonna run over and pass anyways.
I disagree with Flipperflesh.
Oh man.
Oh. The perfect end.
Holy crap.
Game.
Yeah, felines. I agree with that. A single-handed poker is luck dependent, but over a game, when the luck
I think
spread
it's
out,
very much about the metagame as well, where you analyze what they're doing and like judge the probability.
Yeah, but that. Okay.
And it's also about faking them out.
But that's. It's like that in a lot of games. That's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with.
I'm saying poker is a game.
Making a sport or a competition out of something that's luck based.
Yeah,
you have to make the pool big enough that that it doesn't actually that the luck is even.
The thing with poker as well is that you choose how much you want to put into any particular hand. Whereas in something like if they were to make Blood Bowl 2 into an esport, it would be like best out of 3, and then every game is important. At least the first two.
I think Blood Bowl would definitely have to be a best of 3 format. You can't just go off one game.
Definitely not.
Yeah, and the thing I've been thinking about, what I've been thinking is that you should probably have, I like the, I'm not going to talk about this while I'm still recording this game. I'll talk about it afterwards.
For YouTube, by YouTube, if you want to join in on such cool stuff, then...
There we go, diving tackle. And the reason we only have 5 ogres is because we have no money.
Hey.
Now we know. But we have 2 diving tacklers again. Holy crap. Fucking ogres.
Ogres.
Goodbye, YouTube.